Hello everyone. Today is the 11th video of my database management systems question video series. Today I'm going to do the second video of the fourth day of database management systems. This is also going to be the 11th video of the database management systems question list. Let's go to the question list now. Here you can see the question list. Under the day 4 you can see here's the question 11. Let's read this question and then answer for this one. Bill books record the day-to-day business of the Next Mobile store. Because of this, the shop owner has to calculate the daily income and expense at the end of the day. This action made him very uncomfortable. The shop owner decided to use computer software to make this task easier. The shop owner has requested the creation of a computer software to a software development company called Tirina Soft. To create the computer software for this purpose, you are a senior software engineer in this company. You and your team are asked with developing the software database. The software must have these requirements. Okay, that's the context. Let's see what are the requests we should look for. Uh, the store employs 5 people. All employees should be able to use this software. Customers should be able to register, must be able to register suppliers, should be able to review billing details provided by suppliers, must be able to review details of bills issued, must be able to include details of items sold in the store. You can see there are many requirements we should look for or we should collect in our database, and we have to create in this case we have to create many tables, more than one tables in our database. Uh, so that means I think we it's better we use an ER diagram for completing this question. Let's see what's the last one. Create a database called Next Mobile DB. Okay, actually this is not a requirement. We have to create a database called Next Mobile DB. As I said, let's go to uh, MySQL Workbench because that's the software which officially support uh, for creating ER diagrams. Here's the MySQL Workbench software. Uh, Here's my connection to the MySQL server, and when you click on that, you can go into the server. You can see my databases. Uh, these databases are also called schemas. Uh, and here I'm going to create a ER diagram by click on the file tab, and here's the option new module. Here you have to rename the database. I'm going to right click on the database name and then edit schema. Okay, here we can rename our database. I'm rename it to Next Mobile DB. Okay, uh, now you have to create the diagram. So right click on the add diagram button. Here's the workspace we are going to use to draw our ER diagram. Okay, let's go to the question now. We created our database, and let's see what we have to do in the question. Uh, Here's the question: create the user table needed to enroll employees in this software. Do this by following the instructions below. Okay. Now we created our database, and then we have to create a table inside of that. You can see the question is not very long. That means I think we have to continue this question for the future video. And now I'm going to create this table for now. Let's go to our workbench software. Here's the workbench software, and then you can click on the add new table button. Here's the add new table tool, and then click anywhere on this white space or the workspace, it will create a table, and then you can right click on the table and edit table 1. Then you can rename the table now. I'm going to rename it to user, and let's define our attributes inside our table. Here are the attributes. You can see here's user ID is going to be the primary key, and also it should be auto incremented, and here's the data type. It will store integer values, that's why the data type is int. And here's the username. Username will store a string value. You can see in the character length, it will store a value which have a character which is up to 50 characters. Okay, here's the password attribute and user type and status. Okay, those are the attributes. So let's create those attributes inside our table. Here I'm going to define the first attribute, user ID, and I'm going to select auto increment option. If you select auto increment option, you don't have to check the primary key checkbox, because it will automatically define this attribute as the primary key, because only the primary key can be auto incremented, and there should be only one primary key in a table. Okay, you can see when I click on the auto increment button, the primary key attribute, primary key checkbox automatically checked. And then let's create our other attributes inside our table. Here's the username. Let me go to the question for a second. Username, password, and user type, status. Username, and here's the character length. I'm changing the character length to 50, and then for an additional part, I am defining not null checkbox for this attribute, and then here's the password. It's also going to be 50 characters, and then here's the user type, and let's see what's the length of the user type. Here you can see it's 45 characters for a single cell. So I'm not going to change the character length. It's 45 by default. And let's define the last attribute, which is the status, and it should only store one character in a single cell. I'm changing the null state to not null state, and here we create our table. Actually, we didn't create our table yet. We just complete our ER diagram. We have to create the database and the table by using this ER diagram. You can do this by click on the database tab and then forward engineer. You can see here's the pop-up window. We have to enter our credentials to access our database. You can see we have to give it the root access to our MySQL server. My details are already here, so I don't have to do anything in this window. If there's nothing in your software or the window, you have to give your credentials to access the MySQL server and then press the button next. Okay, here we don't have to do anything in this window. Just press next, and you can see here the queries, actually the DDL commands to create our database and the table and the attributes inside of it. This is the query that's going to execute and create our database. And then click on the next button. You can see our forward engineering process is completed, and then simply click on the close button. Okay, here we completed our database. We created our database. We can view that database by using this software, the Workbench software, or you can use another third-party software. I'm going to use HDSQL browser. It's another software. This is another software we use to graphically view the data inside our database MySQL service. So I'm going to refresh this table. Actually, refresh our connection by click on the connection and then press the refresh button. You can see our database is here, and here are our table called user, and here are the attributes inside feed. So we completed our 11th question, and I'm going to stop this video for now. Let's see you in the next video, and thank you very much for watching.